The good news is that Old Trafford is alive, full of fans. After more than a season behind closed doors, the heart and soul of our national game is back with us. David De Gea is in goal with Dean Henderson still out. The rest of the team has a last season look to it. Mason Greenwood starts up front after a summer of rest and recuperation, and Anthony Martial is among the subs. Calvin Phillips is a sub for Leeds United today. He's still a little short of match fitness after his exertions in the summer. Stuart Dallas is at left back in place of the departed Gianni Alioski. Summer signing Julia Firpo is on the bench. There's an attacking look to Leeds with Raphinha, Rodrigo, Harrison and Bamford all starting. And Ilan Meslier starts in goal after recently signing. So Raphinha combining with Rodrigo, who finished last season really well. Click's managed to get himself forward and squeeze in the cross, and McTominay working back from midfield heads it behind for the corner.
It's the first we've seen there of the overloads in wide areas. It just allows, you can see Pat Bamford in the middle, it just allows him to...
Just like he was a season ago, the Brazilian Raphinha. It's a bit sloppy. Greenwood might be in. Excellent save, Meslier. Really good reactions. It was pure instinct. He was just able to reach it. Mason Greenwood really sharp.
Yeah, Raphinha doesn't want to receive the ball there, and then
goes Greenwood effectively, and then gets the nutmeg on Strauch, and they're in business here. Paul Pogba in, good chance. Should have done so much better.
Every single Manchester United fan in this stadium thought that that was going to nestle in the back of the net again. Manchester United are playing Leeds at their own game.
Bamford challenged by McTominay. Raphinha though managing to keep things alive. They're streaming into the box here. Bamford was one of them. That was good defending by Lindelof, who needed all of his concentration.
I mean, out wide when Leeds, a few times now, they've got themselves in that position on that right-hand side. Raphinha is a real thorn in the side of defenders, has been.
Click away from Bruno Fernandes, and David De Gea called into action properly for the first time this season. That was a typical back-to-front counter. It's already a significantly better trip to Old Trafford for Leeds than it was last season. They were 3-0 down by this stage. James in though here for Manchester United. Really good defending by Ayling. Just there in the nick of time.
He probably would say James probably could have had a shot and taken the shot a couple of touches earlier.
It's Raphinha's ball, and it's thumped wide by Rodrigo, who finished last season really well and came charging in there.
Wasn't too far away.
You've got to be at peak fitness to start in a Bielsa team. Bruno Fernandes managed to wrap his foot around it, and it was inches away from Mason Greenwood in the middle.
Yeah, some real quality again. Fernandes just putting Greenwood in front of goal. Makes that run. You see Dan James just going inside, just dragging the defender, and that's just out of...
Pogba plays it on, taken down smartly, and Bruno Fernandes scores Manchester United's first Premier League goal of the season, and the man who scored 28 last season is off and running already.
Yeah, I have to say, those two had to be involved, Pogba and Bruno Fernandes.
For Manchester United, but of course the league is so strong in general. Here's Luke Shaw, hits it so well, scored in the Euro 2020 final and might just have a taste for it. For a bit we'll wait and see. Here's Bruno Fernandes running in, Luke Shaw can pick up the pieces. Now James shoots just wide. Scott McTominay was calling for it, Dan James fancied the shot himself. They look so dangerous, Manchester United, when they break that quickly.
Yeah, so comfortable with each other down that left-hand side. Sure of...
Click with the ball in, Bamford the target, Lindelof there. It's a good ball that from Click for Leeds.
So they do look dangerous when they do get the ball wide. There's rotation in those wide areas are difficult for Manchester United.
Up goes McTominay. Landing short, and there's the half-time whistle and the applause inside Old Trafford for Manchester United, who lead. Bruno Fernandes, who got 28 last season, is underway in this campaign with a neat touch 45 minutes in the books at Old Trafford. It's Manchester United 1, Leeds United 0. So for Leeds United that they'll try and build on in the second half. Bruno Fernandes has been caught there, maybe some early over-exuberance.
The attacking third.
Ayling with a chance to shoot, and he does! Oh, that's brilliant! There's an early contender for goal of the month. It's an absolute beauty from Luke Ayling.
What a strike that is from Luke Ayling. Just a quiet tempo, wasn't it, to the start of this second half, and it just allowed Leeds.
Under control again with Luke Shaw. Excellent ball by Pogba. Here goes the speedy Greenwood. Good miss for Manchester United. Oh, what about that? That's how you respond. Mason Greenwood with a clinical finish. Pogba precise. Greenwood clinical. And Manchester United back in front.
What an unbelievable goal that was. Young lad.
Get in once more. Off the line, what a clearance. He's had a check. Goal. Didn't clear it. Bruno Fernandes again. And despite Leeds United's best efforts, Hawkeye gives the goal to... Bruno Fernandes quickly on the move. In for the hat-trick. Oh, anything else? Nothing else was going to happen than that. What next? Opening day, Bruno Fernandes with a hat-trick and Manchester United running away with it. Turned around the corner by Greenwood to Pogba. They're queuing up in the middle. In the corner, there's another one. It's Fred. They're all at it. Opening day is turning into an Old Trafford party, and everyone in a red shirt is very much involved. Manchester United 5, Leeds United 1.
He's had a good game, hasn't he, Fred?
Robin Koch for Leeds. There's a chance maybe for Roberts, and here's a good opportunity, and it's wasted by Raphinha, who had a lot of time to pick his spot and ended up smashing it wide.
We haven't seen Leeds raise the tempo, which they usually do, even if they are losing.
Saw those wonderful scenes at Brentford last night.
I think you appreciate what you missed, and I think all these fans, it's about the motivation of the attacker.
Well, there's the full-time whistle. And Manchester United are off to a winning start. It's a journey they hope leads to their first league title for what will be 8 years next May. Today they've done what they wanted to do and more, and the smile on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's face tells you that. The star of the show was Bruno Fernandes with a wonderful hat-trick. His third goal in particular was an outstanding finish. Full-time, Manchester United 5, Leeds United 1.